Hey, good morning. It's Mark Harris for Adventure Enables Monday Morning Mash. Struggling with our technology. Last week we had rotated Facebook. This morning it's not working right. They keep on changing everything on us, so we're trying to stay on top of it. Hopefully I'm not sideways like that. If I am, we'll try and figure that out later on. Anyway, happy President's Day. A lot of you probably on vacation today or taking the day off. Hopefully you're getting out, doing some running, riding, getting out there. Just catching up on what we did last week. We actually had 2 radio spots on our local radio station, 95.3 The River. So that was kind of fun. We did Tourism Tuesday, which basically we talked about all our events that are going on. And then I was on a sports talk show on Thursday, which was kind of interesting because I really don't know a lot about mainstream sports, but we managed to shoehorn our adventure racing and trail running stuff in there, and hopefully people really enjoyed that. Also this week we did a great on-location filming for our Tough video. We got a new promo video coming up, and that was with Mirandum Pictures, and they're a local company who does short documentaries, films, and we had Colin out there filming for us. And I want to thank Julie, Greg, Kim and Margot. They were our actors as part of the event. So we had a super fun day. We were out at Shrymont. We were up in George Washington National Forest. We had a really good day. We also spent some time this week cutting some cedar metals. So a couple of years ago we did metals were cut from cedar from my backyard. We have lots of cedar trees here that are down, so what we do is we go and cut them out, and we cut them up and we spend time branding them, and they actually it takes us some time to do it, but we feel it's worthwhile. And everyone, I like to say, every single medal is unique, just like our participants and special. So we went down to Virginia Build Works and used some of their tools to do some cutting this week, and then we're doing some branding. Greg's been doing some branding on those medals this week. So if you're coming out to any of our races this year, if you're one of our top 3 winners, you'll get some of those medals, and they're pretty cool. For our run and ride races, our Valley Fair prices for our half marathon go up next week. So if you're interested in that, we've been on our early registration price all the way up to 12 weeks out on any of our run and ride events, and then 12 weeks out they all start jumping up, and they start incrementally go up about every 2 weeks. So you want a great deal on going to have a fun weekend at an amusement park, doing a half marathon, 5k, quarter marathon, 1 mile, go ahead and sign up for some of them. Also been working this week on our tracking devices. So I went and worked with Open Tracking a couple of weeks ago in Britain, and we've basically been setting up our fleet here, making sure everything's working and testing that. So that's super exciting. We've got some more news a little bit later on coming about what we're doing with that stuff. So we've been working on that stuff too. Spring Thor events, first one's in just under 2 weeks. We have a great deal. So we have a trail deal and a Tenderfoot Palooza deal, which is basically you can sign up for all those events for the entire series, an amazing value. So if you those end on the first race, so make sure if you want to go and get a great deal and race the whole series, you go out and sign up for that in the next couple of weeks. Once again, first Spring Thor event kicks off at Sky Meadows, and that's on March 3rd. Run and ride medal release. So we had that this week. We do our run and ride series with our half marathons. We released our medals. Everyone loves to collect them. They're little roller coaster cars. We have a different character that people can collect each year. So this year, Peanuts characters, yes. So they're tied into the event. 1 mile is Marcy, 5k is Franklin. On our quarter, Snoopy and Woodstock. Woodstock's actually my favorite. He's a little dude. Love that guy. And just for Greg, because he's been requesting it, Pigpen on the half. So those medals are being designed, approved, and going into production. So we're super excited about having them. Big announcement for us this week. One of our partners and sponsors is going to be Ignite Swim Run. So Swim Run is kind of taking off. There's a couple of races on the East Coast, and they're really, I think, going to expand in the next few years. I'm definitely sure they're going to expand. And it's very similar to what we do with adventure racing in the fact that it's multi-sport, not necessarily a marked course. Some of them are. The guys we're working with Ignite, they do mark some of their courses, but it's a mixture of swimming and trail running, and you're basically in the water, out the water, in the water, and basically an entire course. And it's really an endurance race that lasts 3 to 6 hours depending on your ability. So we are also going to be tracking those events with our live tracking. So that's pretty exciting. They've got a 4-race series. They are running a national championship this year, and we have 4 races that we're going to be tracking for them. We have some great deals and some sponsorship stuff between us as partners, so we'll make sure we get that stuff out on our Facebook page in the next few weeks. Also with sponsors, people have been asking, we have just announced this partnership with Usui, and if you want any of their products, you can go online, and we do have a code on our sponsor page on adventureenablers.com that will give you, I think it's 10% off, maybe 15, I'm not 100% sure, can't remember. So just go over to that page, and there's a code there, use it, you can get off their products. So finishing up with our Strava competition for the week, we had 87 people going out working out. I think we're up to about 114, 115 people in the club. If you're not part of the club, go and search on Strava for Prevention Enablers, join the club. We get a prize every week for someone on that leaderboard who's been worked out. And so our winner this week, we threw some dice and we pulled up from our random number, and it is Joe Prisbyla. We think that's how you pronounce your last name. So you are the winner for this week. We will go ahead and get you a prize shipped out for that. So that's all we have for the week, right, Margot? Mm-hmm. Just check in with my co-host behind the camera. So we'll wrap it up. Make sure if you got the day off today, get out and do something. Should be a really nice week here on the East Coast. They're calling for some nice weather. You can see we're just fighting off a last little bit of snow that we had this week. So make sure you get out there, get an